army count too.
Yeah, C did a good job with those drops and putting the pressure on JulyZerg. But we see here JulyZerg's got his Ultralisk army again, and then he's got, I think he has like 5 Ultralisks and a whole bunch of Zerglings, and he's gonna be able to take out this small army here.
Yeah, C's just pretty much trying to attack on multiple fronts to distract JulyZerg, and right here these Ultras going in with no Zerglings as backup, and JulyZerg is gonna have to destroy that army. Lots of Scourge coming back up because there's a lot of Science Vessels.
Yeah, JulyZerg definitely has enough money to keep these Ultralisks and Zerglings, but we see here the C has tanks now, and it's going to be pretty hard dealing with tanks, Marines, medics, and...
What I've noticed is that JulyZerg has stopped producing his Defilers, and do you think that's possibly because he hasn't been able to take out those Science Vessels that he's been discontinuing the production of Defilers? Alright, here comes a large attack right here. These squads are gonna kill all these Science Vessels! Oh my god! All the Science Vessels just blew up! Oh my god!
Oh my god! He just lost so many Science Vessels. I don't think that this attack is going to work, but it looks like it might work as those siege tanks are sieging out these Ultralisks. Yeah, and that last Ultralisk is gonna die. And, but we still saw that JulyZerg also attacked the main with a whole bunch of Zerglings. So it's a really good attack for JulyZerg if he can just keep whittling down C's army like this.
Yeah, what I've seen about that expansion is there's no SCVs there, so it's pretty much an expansion that's not making anything. So I think that JulyZerg can actually get his advantage back up. But since he killed all those Science Vessels, do you think he should start producing those Defilers again? Because he hasn't been producing Defilers for a long time, and you can see C is almost out of minerals.
Well, I think right now Defilers are a bit slow for JulyZerg's army. He might be going for like for mobility, but we saw a Defiler there, so I might be wrong about that. C has 5 Science Vessels and a whole bunch of Marines, but there's no medics in that army, and so that's going to be a huge problem for C.
Yeah, these plagues are going to be really damage those Marines. So that Defiler does go down again. What do you think about these Fire Bats?
Well, Fire Bats are definitely a great addition to any Terran army.
Yeah, you see here that C's still only producing out of 8 barracks, but that's due to the fact because he ran out of minerals. He should be trying to aggressively expand right now, wouldn't you say?
Right now C's doing a good job. I mean, at 4 bases, that's more than most Terrans can ask for. Right now, July is the person that needs to start expanding. And we see here that C is actually going to start clearing out this bottom expansion for expansion.
Yeah, but JulyZerg actually has 5 bases mining, and C only has 2 bases with minerals left. So, wouldn't you say that he might need a little bit more? And there's no SCVs at this base.
Well, JulyZerg's minerals in his bases are going to be running out too. So JulyZerg, and at this point, he has a really big army. He may be able to take out this expansion. If he can take out this expansion, he's probably going to win the game.
A really bad move by JulyZerg though. He sent all of his units in a straight line, so most of the army just died before they could even reach the enemy. But this expansion probably will go down. There's still a lot of units, and the SCVs will be destroyed.
Yeah, and then JulyZerg's doing a good job shutting out C from getting that 4th expansion. So C's going to have a huge macro problem now, not being able to make all the units that he needs to make.
Yeah, and you can see C is starting to get those tanks back up again. JulyZerg hiding these units in the back, actually, so when he feels it's ready, he can go back and attack that expansion again.
Yeah, we see JulyZerg setting up a 6th expansion next to his natural. We see that it's going to be really good for him to have that 6th expansion.
What knows about JulyZerg is oh, never mind, here comes the Scourge, and these Science Vessels have to get out of here or they will blow up.
Yeah, and what we're seeing here is that C is getting really desperate. He's flying his I don't know why his science facility is there, but it's not looking very good for C right now because his 4th expansion keeps getting shut down, and his minerals are almost all mined out.
Yeah, JulyZerg has a very huge macro advantage right here, and doesn't seem like it doesn't have enough money to keep producing that many science vessels. He still only has 4, and it doesn't look like he's adding on to that count. He still does a pretty large marine force, though. More drops coming on, too.
Yeah. Oh, this drop is really nice for C. But these Zerglings here should be able to attack them pretty well.
Okay, so he's going to take out a spawning pool again, which is a really, really good target. He is going to have to retreat, though.
I'm not sure that it really matters right now, because JulyZerg has such a big army that he might be able to just overwhelm C.
Yeah, and both of those science vessels go back down. Ultra's coming in, Zergling's coming in. I have no idea, but none of these Marines are even going down.
Yeah, that was really good positioning with the medics there by C. The medics just blocked the Ultralisk and Zerglings from attacking the Marines.
Yeah, and he used the water to make another wall there, pretty much. So JulyZerg did lose pretty much all of his army, but he's going to be able to recreate it pretty soon. Looks like C's natural has run out of minerals, so he's only going to be mining off that one base now, and it has no production. So that's probably... Here comes the units that July hid earlier, but they are going to get picked off.
Oh yeah, and he tried to kill that command center there. If he killed that command center there, it would have been GG. But and then JulyZerg got plagued on those science vessels, so it's definitely not looking very good.
Yeah, only one science vessel left with 3 health, and
yeah.
All these Marines firing on one Zergling.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking very good for and then C can't keep losing these medics down there carelessly. I mean, that's just
just killing the Dark Swarm for no reason. Anyways,
C's just trying to attack move up the ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, and JulyZerg desperately sunkening up, so those Zerglings under the Dark Swarm really held off some time. It looks like JulyZerg doesn't have many units at this expansion, though, and they're all going to go down pretty quickly. The Sunkens are up. There's about 4 Sunkens. I don't think that JulyZerg can hold this expansion, though. C has still been able to produce a lot of Marines, so it's looking good to take out this expansion right here.
Yeah, C definitely can take out the expansion, but I'm not sure of how much that matters. JulyZerg has 2 other expansions, and it's definitely mining a lot more than C. If we could see the army of JulyZerg, he doesn't have that many units though, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, the thing I've noticed is that he doesn't have enough saturation in his drone count at expansions, but I'm not sure because JulyZerg's just wasting a lot of his units right here. He does have a plague, very nice plague there, got a ton of Marines there. JulyZerg has a really, really small army here though, and C is going to take another expansion.
Yeah, C's definitely playing the right moves right now. He's expanding at the right times and he's taking out these expos, but that plague is going to really hurt is really going to hurt C. While we see JulyZerg here building up his army again.
Yeah, C's actually playing this really, really well, despite the fact that he was a heck of behind. But it looks like JulyZerg is going to come in here with a couple of units, and these plague units are going down very, very quickly. And Zergling's killing off everything. Dark Swarm goes off, lots of Dark Swarms, very nice placement of Dark Swarms. Everything is starting to blow up. All these Marines are dying, and the Marines did get surrounded. Looks like C has lost a huge GG!
Yeah, C definitely tried to play that game really well, but he lost way too many science vessels, and JulyZerg was able to take advantage of that and push out.
I think he played very, very well there though. He did manage to do a lot of really good drops, and he still managed to stay in the game after being pretty behind. Do you think one of the major things was that he didn't have enough medics to fend off those plagues?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of small things in C's play that just caused him to lose, like those medics. So he lost a lot of armies, and he kept losing. And I think most of it was just that July played really well, fighting that war of attrition, keeping down that science vessel count low.
What do you think about JulyZerg switching to SK Telecom? Do you think that might have improved his play in this game?
Well, definitely, it probably improved his play against Terran because there weren't many Terrans on the NBC Hero team, and he's definitely been able to practice against top-level Terrans.
Yep. So that was GG. C, a very excellent game. C does eventually lose, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a really great game.
Yep, and this was Conaanaa here, and I was commentating with
Zalfor here.
GG.
Okay.